as always, avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded. You're being recorded.
How dare you?
Well, that pretty much is all my DR start is that, and then you saying, how dare you. Better imagine saying I'm suing. Um, well, there's a lot to talk about, because I also need to talk about last round, how Gizmo is a fucking fake-ass little bitch. Um, I snapped during that HOH comp, though, just like, being like, these are my noms, this is what's happening. And Liam's gonna make the same noms, but let's go in at least try to go in chronological order. Also, I'm trying not to speak too loudly because I felt like I was too loud on the call for my family. But like, it's fine. My mom didn't text me that I was being too loud.
Oh.
She didn't last night. She did though. But like, I was on call with like Adam and William for totem pole that I'm now out of. But like, that's beyond the point for this DR.
What happened?
I got voted out. That's what happened.
I mean,
And then there was a fight because of it in that game. But like,
oh, because they didn't want you gone?
mm-hmm. So okay, so back to this game. It's fun when 2 weeks in a row I get nominated by people who are supposed to be my allies. And then freaking like Gizmo basically says that Liam and I were sinking ship and that he found numbers. Apparently those numbers ain't working anymore for him, I guess. Because guess who's in power? Not his bitch ass anymore. Because Liam is back in this game. But like before that, I went to because I just want to say what I quoted to Gizmo because he still hasn't responded to it because he doesn't like confrontation. But like, if you don't like confrontation, don't play orcs. There's going to be confrontation at some point, no matter how nice you are, how mean you are. Someone's going to confront you about something, especially when you play a messy ass snake game. Trust me, I know. I've played that game before. And keep in mind, this is not. Oh, I mean, it's a little personal because I don't know Gizmo beyond this game. So like right now, it's a little personal. After the game, probably won't be. But like, this is all I know Gizmo to be thus far right now. And I've heard from other people in other games, he also gets the same way every time. So it's like, personal conversations, I've been fine with Gizmo. But now, so during the veto comp, he accidentally sent like his plan to like Sebastian about nominating me as a renom, like into the veto chat. And that's what I said. And like that was like after all day, he was like, no, sorry. Then he started explaining like, oh no, it was about Timmy June. It was Seb's plan. And I was like trying to tell you it. So I knew it was bullshit. And like I let him explain all that. Let him have his time. Then I get nominated as the renom, and I say to him, explain. And this time, explain the truth. And he said, I found safety in numbers, so I took it. I saw you and Liam getting targeted a lot. I was next. Or first of all, he wasn't next, but like, whatever. So, this was yesterday. Well, actually, now it's midnight. Oh, so it's Wednesday technically now. And this was Monday. So I responded to that with, so you found a way to completely fuck over your allies, the people who had told you you were good, while tossing them to the curb when you could have done something to prevent it as you were in a position of power to do so. So really what I should be telling your quote unquote numbers is that you will go where the wind takes you, and you cannot be trusted because you have proven to be a backstabber who is only looking out for themselves. So Gizmo's dead to me. When Liam got evicted, I was big sad, but now it's like okay, because like it's competition happened. I would have been happy if like Jesse or Liam came back. But I knew Liam would like. I just didn't want Joel to come back, but like Joel got out first because like she was driving. We stand, but like I cheered way too much when Liam came in, but I just don't care. Like I felt bad for Jesse, but I was like I would have done the same for Jesse, but I knew Liam would take the shots. And he's going to. It's lovely. I'm I'm like really happy right now, just all full of emotions. Because when I get one kind of emotion, I can go from like a wide range of emotions. So watching like 10 minutes, I'll be like extremely depressed about just like who knows what. But give me a second, I need to organize my thoughts. Um, like during the comp when Jay was just like, someone told me this that you were gonna target me. But first of all, I told no one that because it's not true. I was never gonna target Jay. So I don't know who bothered to tell him that. I'm assuming it was Gizmo. Or Timmy G. I don't know. They're all the same to me. They're all snake ass bitches. Um, nonetheless. And it's just like ridiculous with the fact that like he would target me when he wouldn't even ask me about it. And even when I was telling him to his face that I wouldn't nominate him because I wouldn't. He's not on my radar. Like if I went HOH, nomination should be Timmy G and Gizmo with Sib as a renom if I needed a renom. That upset my Lily. However, people who were like complacent with putting me up. Um, and it hurt. It hurt bad because I had to like basically fight for my life in that moment, right then, in case he wasn't gonna drop. I mean, he was drunk. He was going to drop at some point, but like I got emotional during that. I got loud, and I felt like afterwards I was gonna cry a bit because it was like it sucked. Like the fact that he wouldn't believe what I'm telling him about something, but he'll believe what someone else told him that I had said when I didn't say it. Like he'll believe a lie someone said about me rather than the truth I'm trying to say. That's messed up in my mind. Like I'm trying to be open and honest. Yet you'll believe something someone said about me. And it's like, so what other crap can be spread about me? Because it's not the first time in this game. I said, because with Jill, when someone had told her, I said she was like a bitch and being bitchy. She annoyed me during the lip sync comp. She was never. I never called her like bitchy because she wasn't. Bossy, yeah, and I know I said that in another DR, but bitchy, hell no. Like there's a difference there, and so like it sucked because I felt like my character was on the line. And in both these situations, I feel like my character's on the line because if people aren't going to believe what I'm telling them when I'm actively telling them the truth. If I was lying, that'd be one thing, because like a video, I'd be like, "Oop, he was right." But it's like that's not the case this time, so it sucks that people believe lies about me because that's when it starts feeling personal. And I know it's still game. The people are gonna like construe people's words however they want them because that's the game. That's what it is. I do the same thing sometimes, but it's like it sucks. It's like when someone won't believe it because like I mean I fully expect my life to kind of get back to me sometimes. Like it's a possibility. So it's like the fact that it's like he wouldn't even consider it like that person was lying to him shows blind loyalty. So he'll do whatever that person tells him without a second thought. Apparently, he sells stuff to Brian, which kind of helps me out. So, like, because I'm working with Brian. And then, like, the second Jay dropped, I'm just like, Brian, I was like, so we're good. Jay dropped. Boom, let go of our cups. And guess what? We don't care what that looks like. Because, I mean, who's going to watch that long of a comp? They might watch the end of it, see what happened. But, like, and people will talk, but, like, I don't care. Because I know what it looked like. And I want it to look like that because my game's out in the open. That's kind of where I want it to be right now. It's like nowhere. Because I really feel like I've made my game out in the open. People should know where I stand and who I'm targeting. Because I feel like I said it like 8 times during that comp. I don't know. I'm off camera, and I pointed to my laptop as the comp because I was doing it on my laptop. Whatever. Um, and it was just like that should be clear enough. I'm saying it on a call. Who my targets are, who I want to go home. It's just so I'm assuming, and also I'm assuming jury starts now at 11. But like, I was worried about getting 11th place before. Now we're back at 11, but I'm not worried about getting 11th place this time. It's just like the feeling that Liam's back in the game and he won HOH, and just I have my number one ally back. He's in power, meaning I'm safe as fuck this eve. So it's like it's just I can breathe for a moment. It's nice because finally just a shift. It's just like even though I've been in power before and he's been in power before, but it's like past 2 weeks just been like it's been shit. Like I lost my number one and number two. I pretty much lost both number twos because I had Gizmo as one of my number twos, and now he's dead in the water now to me. Like, but I found new allies in Brian and Ruthie. Like, we have a new Final Four alliance. Because this was made last round, I feel like at least like that. Oh, technically, it was made when Jesse left. But like, I don't think I've gotten to speak about that in live DR yet. So it was just like really happy. Like, I have allies, people who want to make moves, people want to do something. I'm just like, I'm just so incredibly happy about that group because it's just people I can trust, people I want to work with. And if we made in the line and like shit happens, that's the game. Like there'll be movements and that's fine, but it's like later in the game. You don't fuck over your allies week 3, week 4. Especially over nothing. Over nothing. It's not like it backs at me. It's just like you didn't talk to me as much. Bitch, that doesn't mean I'm targeting you. That means I took a nap. Like, and his language being communication, my ass when he hasn't messaged me in days. But like, I don't care about him. That's about Timmy G. As I've said in like 8 confessionals about my language is communication. Fucking bitch, I don't care. I'm just tired now because like it's late. That comp took a lot out of me. I need water. I'm just happy because I was nervous about the comp. And I was just like, but when Jay said he would nominate me, that was the drive I needed to stay in that comp. My fingers were slippery and whatnot, and boom, I got my focus back. It was also nice that I could lie down because who knows what would have happened if I was standing up the entire time. But like, it was something. And I was just like, I don't know. And also, for if you want to make a full ass episodic series of this season, I could just be like, well, I walked out into the backyard and there was this wall and we had to do endurance. You ever need that? Sorry, I'm going a little manic now. And my emotions of depression. But like I don't know, I'm like coming back down off Leo's win because like I'm really happy because that's my ally. Like it really, really happy. Sorry, I started reading. I started reading VLTRs for another game.
It was Timmy G and Gizmo were HOHs, right?
When?
No.
No, seven Gizmo were just HOHs.
Okay,
Timmy
thank you.
G could have competed tonight, but he didn't. And I am thankful for it. Not that I think he would have won, but he would have stayed up longer than Jay, I believe. Now we're at day 19. Because I'm updating my like chart. It's nice that I didn't update it yesterday. Otherwise, I'd be annoyed because I would have moved Liam down and then had to move Liam right back up. But like, I just didn't do that yet, and I'm like quite thankful I didn't. Sad Austin didn't compete because if he won, he would have done the same thing, which is nice. Like I'd have easily had him on my side. So like, and like I would have told him the dynamics of the game. Like, be like, bitch, this is what's happening.
I spent like 20 minutes trying to get him.
But like, wait, he's drunk with friends.
Huh?
He's drunk with friends or getting high with friends.
Yeah.
Big mood.
Should I order wings?
Of course. I'm gonna stop recording.
Oh, no, keep going.
Okay, this is our conversation now. Because I was pretty much done.
Oh, okay.
We can still talk like, in the DR. But also, everyone from Original Alliance now has had 2 HOHs. I want a second HOH win. Also, can we talk about how I like survived the block in a unanimous vote? Like, haha, even though it's really none of my doing because I would have thrown my game. I wouldn't have thrown my game for Liam. Not this early, at least. Later in the game, anything can happen because like I just don't fuck with half these bitches.
Should I get 32? Wait, are you still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'll stop recording.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Unless you want the wing conversation to be on the recording.
No.
Okay.